Yes, everybody, it is Steamworld Quest. That is right. I have myself an early copy. Thank you so much, Image and Form Games and Thunderful, the publishers. This is amazing. They provided me with an early copy and I've been having a look. And I'm going to be showing you now. Now this game comes out on Thursday the 25th of April. But this is going to be more of like a review let's play, because I'm going to be starting from the beginning here, although you're not going to be seeing certain bits and pieces, just so that the kind of the story gets to be kept secret for anyone who actually wants to buy the game, which needs to be everybody, because I love the Steamworld games. But let's jump straight in, shall we?
Chapter 1. The Knight and the Alchemist.
Now, I have played all of the previous Steamworld games. I love the way that pretty much every single game has a different play style. I think that's fantastic because they're always new. As if sent on a mission by the ancient gods, our heroes cut their way through Green Fingers Grove. The smell of hazard and fungus hit them as they searched for the fabled peppermint puffer. Will you stop narrating everything? Chapter 3 in the Hero's Handbook clearly points out the importance of visualizing my foot. That fully illustrated book of yours is a pun-ridden cringe fest. Hey, don't diss the book. By the way, when are we eating? We should have taken Gello up on the breakfast offer before we left. He didn't invite us for breakfast. He said he'd rather eat a slowly gathering dust from his basement before joining us on a mushroom hunt. And this mushroom we're hunting for is important enough to literally put me out of bed. You can't do real alchemy from the comfort of a bed. What's wrong with you? A few of the professors at the college actually tried that. The rest of them shriveled up over the research. There was one professor, though, who really inspired me. She underlined the importance of actually going out into the world. So we're looking for the peppermint puffer. It is a mushroom. This is very much the first level and is very much the tutorial. They're going to argue over about food now. And this is very much, it's very interesting. See, there we are. We're walking around. You can choose who you want out, whether you want any of the people that are within your party. And if you push a button, you can slash. Way! Now you can see the map down the bottom. Oh, hold on. That is the map there. Now, you can obviously see the direction that we can go in. That's handy to know. I don't know if these are necessarily random, because I've only had one playthrough so far. But it looks like it might be. That will tell us all the enemies when we come up against them. And obviously the tutorials will unlock as we progress. And yet we have nothing, because why would we? We've been playing for literally 3 minutes. There you go. So basically anything that we can come up to that we want to interact with will be sparkly and will give us an option to interact when we get to it. He thinks we found the mushroom. We have not found the mushroom. And that's annoying for him. And you can understand. Now, basically, you see these here? Kapow! Look at that. We've got a little bit of money for them. So we're always looking for things that we can slash because we can get a little bit of money for them. That will also come in hand a little bit later. But before we get into that, we are going to fight. I knew the guild had some flimsy hang-arounds. This armor fits perfectly. I mean, yep, here we go. Right, so this is how fighting works. Okay, we have cards. I'm not going to go through that because I can explain it as I'm playing it. It makes a lot more sense. So these are the cards. Each one is specifically connected to a different character. And you can see as I mouse over them, well, not mouse, but as I point over them, it tells you which character they're related to. If you don't know what they do, like this one, that could be anything. You push the minus and it basically tells you. It grants a shield that is equal to 20% of their maximum health for 3 turns. That's handy. Book bash is just a bash of a book. This is... it heals this character up a little bit and increases their strength. So we can basically select up to 3 of these and we get to do what we want with them. So I would use barrier for her, so she gets a little bit of a barrier. I will then use 2 strikes on one person, and then we finish. There we go. And you see that blue has actually boosted past her health to give her the extra 20% that she needs. Stab, stab. Now our second turn, and you see now it's going to tell us about basically any card that doesn't have a number in the top right hand corner will provide you with 1 cog in the top of the screen when you use it. As you can see, I used 3 cards previously. I've now got 3 cogs. What that does is it lets us use the ones that need them, as you can see there. Now, obviously these all do different things depending on what you are selecting. But what I can do, for example, is I can use a fire on one, or I can use all 3 and do fire on both. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire you, and then I'm going to do you to give her the bravado, and then use the big running basher on you. So it's all about card management, obviously. Kapow, that was good attack. Increases, heals, and smash. 1 down. Stab, stab. Lovely. So you see now it's telling us about the pressure of how it works. So you see now, look, that needs 3 and we've only got 1. And that needs 2 and we've only got 1. So it doesn't work. But if I do a heroic strike, it unlocks the ability to do Brave Buster, you see. Because I now have 2, essentially. So I can play it that way, or... Ready? I can go Book Bash. Book Bash. Now I've got 3. Flame Wave. Why not use it all off at the best? Is what I say. Clump. Clump. And now I've got my 3. Kapow. And there we go, we gained some experience, yay! And that was our first fight. We got some thaumium scrap, and we got a little bit of gold, which is handy. Not a problem. We've got to keep an eye out, because there's still some more walking around. Now, basically, that fight was a given fight. It gave us the fight and said to us, you must fight these enemies. From going forward, that's not going to happen. What will happen is the enemies will be here, just wandering around on this little area. As I walk up towards them, they will see me and come at me. If I can hit them with my sword before they get to me, then I get a first strike in the battle. So that can be a little bit helpful. A hero's trance upon a relic, a testament of the glorious battles of past. And some long-forgotten treasure. Coggin loot. Stolen from travellers. So, we have beat up the ruffians fair and square. The champions deserve proper reward. We will take what is in here, thank you. We got 2 repair vials. Now, we can obviously use those in battle or out of battle to repair our health. Destroy these. Because you see, if I go in here, you can see our Millie is actually, she's lost some health. So I can either heal her up with the vials, or I can wait until I'm fighting and see if I can get a heal card. So you have the different options. Here we go, more enemies. And this is what I was saying. Now, if I can hit one of them with my sword before the battle actually begins, then that's a good way of doing it, because I will get first strike and an upper hand. Alright. And there you go, preemptive strike. Foes will engage with you if they see you. Gain an upper hand against them by pressing the indicated button when you are close enough to attempt a preemptive strike. This will cause your foe to begin the battle already wounded. Haha! Here we go. And you see what I mean? Now, technically... Now, redrawing cards. I'll go back to that in a minute. Redrawing cards. Basically, if we don't want a card, we can get rid of it. So, for example, I might be like, oh, I don't want this one because I can't use it yet and I need a card that I can use. So, I can hold X and it's put it back in the deck for me. And it's brought me out a different card. Now I'm like, oh, I don't want this one either. Let's redraw that one. Now, if you look in the bottom left where the arrows are circling, boom, there you go. I cannot not do any more because I can only do 2 per turn. Alright, but I have my buster. So technically, I could go you, and then you, and then I can do you. Kapow. And a jump and slash. Haha! One down. One down straight away. And that's good, because that kind of levels off their health a little bit. Okay, well let's... See, this doesn't heal them, but what it does is it gives them a barrier. So technically, I might not even need... Oh, well, I can still do 1. Okay, well, let's do you. Yeah, there we go. Yay, there we go. So you see, there you go. It actually hurt the extra shieldy bit I got. Let's do 2 bravados, because bravado will actually heal her up. And then smack him. Heal. Thank you. Heal. Lovely. Smack. Perfect. There we go. Not looking bad. We are doing quite well so far. And we're almost at level 2. Bit more scrap and a little bit more gold. And now, as you can see, all the enemies are gone. So, doesn't matter how many enemies are on this one square. If we, the moment we initiate an attack, we will attack everyone in the area. Yay. See, now this is where you've got to look. We have 2 pathways. One pathway is definitely going to be the way to the end of the level. The other one is going to be a little bonus. Alright, now which way's which? I'm going to go down first. Because of this. Even the Coglins have raised statues over the land. A true ancient hero. The majestic pose, the pride of a great deed oozing from every cut of the chisel. Those statues are literally everywhere. Of course they are. Saved our kingdom from sudden doom. Defeated a huge snarling behemoth, tore out its evil heart with its bare hands. Yeah, every moment from the book. Now, this statue is handy because it will heal us. There you go. So basically, if we go up to the statue and we interact with it, it will restore our hero's health. But every enemy that we have currently faced will be brought back to life. So you want to make sure that if you're going to do this, you're not going to backtrack too far, because you are going to have to fight every enemy again. I know that essentially, if you look at the map, if we go up one, there are no enemies there. Or up left, should I say. There were no enemies on that screen, so we can still go up, but we're now fully healed. And we're going to need that because there could be a baddie up here. Haha, got him. It was tiny little attack, but I got him. Okay, so here we go. Look at this. Big guy. We probably want to start with... we want to do... give yourself a shield. Give yourself a... no. We'll do a slash and then a fire. There we go. I think that's good. Because she gets a 20% defense bonus. And we hit that thing quite a lot. Oh, ow, smack. Schmaggity smack. And you see, that was why I also left Bravado until now. Because if I'd have done Bravado last time, there was nothing to heal. Whereas now I can get some healing on. Oh, so many book bashes. Let me do that. And now let me recycle some book bashes. Okay. Yep, there we go. Lovely. Perfectly what we needed. And there you go. See that? She's lost basically nothing there, so that's handy. And then I'm going to do... You ready? I'm going to do a Bravado. Fully heal her up. Then Strike. Then Big Buster. All three. And then Jump Slash. Bang! Look at that. That is how you fight. And they're all fully healed. And they went up to level 2. Yay. And they've got a little bit more life. Perfect. Got some smouldering embers. Ooh. And a little bit more money. So here we go. Steel Bracer. Yep, we've now got some items that we can equip. Now, we don't need this. If we're being honest, we didn't need to have ourselves a heal plus 20. Ooh. I might see if the other woman can take it, because yeah, she can do with the extra health could really help her out there. Yeah, there you go. Now, basically, the way that this works, if I'd have finished this level without coming up here, I would not have been able to have got that chest. And the chest isn't hugely important unless you're a completionist like myself. But now I know that I didn't have to backtrack much, so I can re-heal again. And now we'll make our way through. Now, like I said, I've had this game for about a week. And obviously, I haven't had a massive amount of chance to actually get hugely far into the game. But I'm a fair bit further than this. We found the mushroom. Which means this is going to be the boss, yes. And I'm not 100% sure quite how much of this as Let's Plays that I want to do. Because I don't want to ruin this for too many people. So we'll see how popular it is. He's ready in his sword. So, and here we come. Big boss wants a fight. And there it is, massive mushroom. Now, we will now learn the final part, really, of the tutorials for the time being. Yep, he's not happy we took his mushrooms. We're alchemists. He doesn't care. He wants you to fight. Alright, so here we go. Now, we have a little bit of the elements. Basically, some different creatures, they come up against different elements. So you want to make sure that sometimes some things can hurt different enemies in different ways. See, the heroic strike is stronger than Book Bash. So I could technically do Bravado. Heroic strike and then fire. But yeah, no, I've got a fair way into this game. I really like it. I really do. I'm enjoying it. It's very fun. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly how much of Let's Plays I'm going to be doing. Depends on how successful it is, really. Oh, this is just a tutorial about health. Basically, if a guy dies, then you just have to wait for the fight to be over before they can come back, but you still have to heal them. So you've got to be careful, make sure that no one dies whilst you're playing. You just got to be careful. Now I can do that and that. I can do that and that, or I can do you, and that will give yourself some. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. But yeah, no, it is very good. I think the difficulty definitely ranks up quite sharply. So you do have to be a little bit wary of what you're doing. Because, yeah, they can be... Some of the enemies can take you a little bit by surprise. And the fact that you've got 2 or 3 people fighting, it's surprising how quickly you can actually lose them and not realise. There you go. Now that we're poisoned, we get this tutorial for the status ailments. Most of them will go away on their own. You just have to keep track. It's a bit annoying. I'm keeping Bravado in case she actually gets hit, but she hasn't got hit yet. So that's a little bit annoying. Well, I can still do the barrier on myself. And then that'll give me free for the wave, but I know he calls in. Okay, well, I'll do the fire wave because I know he doesn't like fire. And then let's recycle one of these. Oh, okay, Book Bash. That'll do. There you go. It's in the wrong order. But it doesn't matter. And when I say it's in the wrong order, that's a mind order. That's a she should be doing things in the right order. Damn it, I knew he was going to do that. Alright, well, that's alright. I've got another fire, so that's not too bad. Let's see if I can find the all fire thing. No, okay, I know he's weak to fire, so I think that would make more sense. Pow. There we go. Just a little one. Yeah, they're not really that strong at all, to be honest. Another fire pillar. Okay, I can use the Brave Buster. I can use that. Then I can use you. And then I can use you. See, the little, like I said, the little ones are a bit mean, but they're not that bad, really. Thump. Little punch. Little punch. Alright, so, I'm going to do that, then that, then that. Didn't help them at all. They're still tiny and little. And we got the one we needed, finally. But there's nothing I can actually do. You see, this is what I mean by order. If I can't do this one just yet, then I'm going to use you first. And then do 2 heroic strikes. And then I can use my flame wave in the next one. Although that's not doing too badly. Oh, we're going to get more? Nope, we already have 2. That's more than enough. Here we go. So I can do a heal. And I can do slice. And then I can do... boom. Because this will kill the little ones as well, so that's always handy. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's just a bit of a slugfest now is the problem. We're just going working our way through. But again, it's not really a problem. I do you, then you, and then that. That's the better fire. I only really need the fire wave when there's 2 little ones, because the fire wave will get rid of both of them. Oh, this might do it. Oh, that's so unfair. So close. Alright, well then I'm just going to do book bash, fire. That'll kill him. There we go, people. That is the first level. We have gone up another level. We've got scroll fragments, lustrous fibers, and another repair vial, and a whole load of money. I didn't even break a sweat. That's a lie. I'll be accepted into the guild in no time. I let you tag along to the forest and you turn it into a freaking fire club. It's one of the experience. I say we stuff our bags full of mushrooms and get back to the village. So there we go. That is going to be my first video. Now, after a refreshing stroll in the forest, our unsuspecting companions made their way home to the village of Goose Bucket. All in good time for some healthy stew. See, now, that's interesting. It's showing that I got 67%, but you saw me. I went everywhere that I could go. I opened the chests that I could open. So I'm not exactly sure what it is that I missed there, but that's fine. I got what I believe I could. And that is where I'm going to end it. So, thank you all very much for watching. This has been a very early first look at the game Steamworld Quest. This game comes out on the 25th of April. I'm playing it on the Switch, because that's what it's going to be available on. If you like this, then please go out and get the game. It will be available from then. It is a really fun game, and if you've played Steamworld games before, then it has very similar lore and all this kind of stuff. I will do at least one more video in this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do much more. I don't know if I want to do an entire playthrough, but I am definitely going to be doing at least one more video in this, because there was a really interesting point in this game where I basically got myself stuck, and it was quite funny. So I want to try and get there again. And I don't mean that the game broke necessarily. I just mean I was unprepared. So, so yeah, that'll be in the next video. So keep an eye out for that. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Why not take a look at some of the other videos I'm doing? There are links on the screen right now. And I will see you again next time.